this night. In another verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned in Surah Dukhan, فِيهَا يُفْرَقُ مِنْ كُلِّ أَمْرٍ حَكِيمٍ. So in this night of power, the matters are decided. And the affairs of the coming year, they're going to be executed in the coming year. And in this night, about this night, it has been narrated by Sayyida Aisha radiyallahu anha and other Sahaba Ikram, and we've heard this from the scholars as well, that an Aisha radiyallahu anha قال تحروا ليلة القدر في الوتر من العشر الأواخر من رمضان, that you should seek Laylatul Qadr in the last part and in the odd nights of the month of Ramadan, in the last 10 days, in the last part of Ramadan. Azizani Millati Islamiyya, as we are, we're getting these odd nights, and so the next coming night will be tomorrow night, inshaAllah. And we have Khatme Quran over here as well. So Azizani Millati Islamiyya, let me tell you some things to do. In this night, so in these odd nights, try to make sadaqah. And in the month of Ramadan in general, when you do any good deed, if you do a nafil act, you get the act of the reward of as if you have acted upon a fard. And when you act upon a fard in the month of Ramadan, you get the reward as if many folds. I think it's 70 times, Allahu Alam. But when you act upon fard, it's many times. And if you do just a voluntary act, you get the reward of the fard in the month of Ramadan. Azizani Millat Islamiyya, so in the month of Ramadan, and let me tell you another thing that you can do. Many of us, have, so it's best, to spend the night in worship, but many of us, we are going to work, and so many of us cannot be up all night. So try to, minimally, what you can do is, try to get Isha namaz with Jama'at. And try to get the Fajr namaz with the Jama'at. And according to the mazmoon of the hadith, according to the summarization of the hadith, so the one who does that, he catches Isha prayer with the Jama'at, and he catches the Fard namaz with the Jama'at. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives him the reward of as if he has worshipped all night. So this is the virtue. So try to do that, especially in these last 10 days of Ramadan, and especially in the nights which are odd. As Sayyida Aisha has said, that try to look this night up in the odd nights from the last part of the month of Ramadan. Azizani Millati Islamiyya. And in this month, you should read this dua. Allahumma innaka afuun kareemun tuhibbul afwa fa'afu anna ya ghafoor. O Allah, indeed you are forgiving. Allahumma innaka afuun kareemun. You are kareem. Tuhibbul afwa. You love forgiving people. Fa'afu anna ya ghafoor. O Allah, forgive us, O the most merciful. And do istighfar. Kasrat se istighfar. Astaghfirullah Rabbi min kulli dhanbin adnabtuhu wa atubu ilay. And you should recite Ayat Karima, La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minaz zalimin. In Azizani Millat Islamia, try that all your muamilat are clear. If there's any brother that has qada namaz, he should intend to make those namaz up. And if astaghfirullah, if one of us is engaged in any sin, we should firmly resolve and make tawbah in the bargah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and strive never to do it again. Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he alayhi as-salatu was-salam says, At-ta'ibu min dhambi kaman la dhamba lah. That the one who sincerely repents from a sin as if he has not done the sin at all. It is as if it was never there. And according to another narration, if a person truly repents in the path of Allah in the bargah, in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then that sin is no longer sin. Instead, the sin is converted into hasanat. Azizani Millat Islamia. So there, couple of types of people that in these nights, in the night of power, in the Laylatul Qadr, or even in Shab-e Ba'ra'at, these people are not forgiven, and may Allah protect us. And we seek Allah's refuge that we be amongst them. A'udhu billah. One of them is that the one who disobeys or the commands or the orders of his parents, which are legitimate orders, as long as they're not against the Sharia and he is rude to his parents, such a person, the one who cuts ties with others, such a person is not forgiven as well. Azizani Millat Islamia, in little things, people get angry with each other. Oh, so and so, he did not offer me that cup of tea. Oh, I'm going to be upset with him. Astaghfirullah. Azizani Millat Islamia, you should forgive everyone. If you would like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive you, you should forgive everyone else as well. Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he says, Irhamu man fil ard, yarhamukum man fis sama. That be merciful to those who are on earth, and the Lord of the heavens and the earth, he will be merciful to you. Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he says, Wallahu fi awni abdihi ma kana al-abdu fi awni akhihi. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continues to bless the abd as long as the abd continues to help his brother. And that's why, it's since your rewards multiply many folds, and that's why I recommend giving out sadaqah. And if zakat is already due upon you, then take out your zakat as well. So these are some things to do and recommendations that we are trying to get the reward and get the rahmah and the sawab and the rida and the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this month. And as I recommended, that you should try to read Isha namaz, read Taraweeh with Jamaat, Isha namaz with Jamaat, Taraweeh, and try to be up these nights, these odd nights, and worship. And if you cannot do that, then at least minimally get Fajr with Jamaat and do Sadaqah. So, that being said, whatever wrong was said was for my own nafs, whatever correct was said from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wa akhiru da'wana anil hamdulillahi rabbil alameen.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. With us today, we have Houston City Council member Julian Ramirez, at large position 1. We welcome you. He would like to give a few remarks, but before we go to the remarks, as you all have heard, tomorrow we will have our Khatm al-Quran program here after Salat al-Isha. That's tomorrow. And then Sunday night, we will have our Khatm al-Quran program at our Maxi Road Masjid. Also, every night we have Qiyamul Layl, so be sure to participate in that. And we also have our boxed food drive that's going on outside. So those brothers who need to pick up, a box of fresh produce, you're welcome to do that. I'd like to thank our partners, Councilmember Julian Ramirez's office, Councilmember Edward Pollard's office, Houston Police Department, and of course, Olive Branch Muslim Family Services. In partnership with us, we're providing these boxes, inshallah. Make note, Eid Salah, there'll be 3. The first one will be at 8, second will be at 9, and the last one will be at 10 o'clock. Make note of that, inshallah. With that, I'd like to invite Councilmember Ramirez.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It is a privilege to be with you during this important month of Ramadan, and I say Ramadan Mubarak. And I also say that I applaud you for what you are doing, for your faithfulness and your reverence and your dedication to the principles of compassion and self-discipline and peace. These are values and principles that all Houstonians should embrace, no matter what their faith. And I thank you for what you do for the city of Houston, and thank you for your faithfulness today. Thank you for letting me be here.
Jazakallah khair. You can proceed for Sunnah.